I am Dr. Devas, Principal, Albertine Institute of Science and Technology, Kochi. This video is about numerical integration.
We are discussing about Gauss quadrature only. In general, numerical integration is known to you, and these are some of the methods which are popular. Closed quadrature and open quadrature are two classes of numerical integration methods. What we are doing here is approximating a polynomial through a specified set of points and integrating this polynomial. And this closed quadrature formula needs the value of the function at both the limiting points of integration, while the open quadrature formula do not require this. That is the difference between open and closed quadrature type of formulae. And this Newton-Cotes formulae we will be assuming certain polynomials of various degrees. If a simple polynomial is assumed, the error involved in the calculation will be much higher. As you take up a higher order polynomial, more exact the result obtained will be more nearer to the exact solution. So this trapezoidal rule, Simpson's rule, and Simpson's 3/8 rule are familiar to you. It is based on the basic Newton-Cotes quadrature formula, and it comes from the Newton's forward difference approximation. Now, coming to Gauss quadrature formula, the range of integration is actually divided into intervals of equal size in trapezoidal and Simpson's rules. And this division into equal size is a must in making use of the trapezoidal or Simpson's rules. But the mathematician Gauss, he observed that this estimate of the integral can be improved by computing the value of the function at known in equal intervals. And he developed a new method which we call as Gauss quadrature formula or Gauss-Legendre open quadrature. Now here the method is, if you want to integrate a function like this, function is to be integrated over the range a to b. So here what we are considering is we have a function, it is to be integrated over the range a to b, and what we are finding out is the area under this curve. This area is what we are targeting, and this can be determined using the previous methods or the new method which we are going to discuss. And here in this Gauss quadrature formula, the basic requirement is the function is to be written like this. The integral should be evaluated from -1 to +1. Here it is not like that. A and B can be positive or negative. Any values can be there, can be used. But here in Gauss quadrature, what we want is from -1 to +1. The function is to be approximated properly, or it is to be modified properly, so that the limits of integration are from -1 to +1. And we are getting, instead of this function fx, we will be using some other function, say fy, modifying such that this area under the curve are same. This same area we will be getting from here also, but the function is modified appropriately. So a change of variable is to be effected here. So in order to change the variable, we have to make a suitable approximation. X is to be changed to y, where x is equal to py into q, and p and q are unknown, but it can be chosen such that at x is equal to a, y is equal to minus 1, and at x is equal to b, y is equal to 1. This condition is to be satisfied. So this type of an approximation is needed to manipulate the function such that the function can be integrated from minus 1 to plus 1. Now, based on that expression which we have assumed, we can write y is equal to x minus q by, only arithmetic manipulation is there. So if this is a condition at x equal to a, we can write y is equal to minus 1. And this also we can say. And based on these conditions, we will get these equations. So here already we have seen that we assume that y is equal to x minus q by p, and that is equal to minus 1 at x equal to a. So we are putting this value of a here and putting the value of b, we are getting this expression. Here it is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 at x equal to b. And from this we can write p is equal to a minus q, or a is equal to p minus p plus q. All these expressions we will get from this. And again, solving these equations for p and q, from these two equations we can find p as b minus a by 2 and q as a plus b by 2. So expressions for p and q. So we can write x is equal to b minus a by 2 into y plus this one. So it is p into y plus q. We are substituting p for p and q from this results. And also dx can be modified like this. Dx is equal to b minus a by 2 into y. In that condition, the given integral can be modified and can be written like this. Instead of fx, we are writing fy. dy, instead of dx, we will write this into dy. So this is a constant. It is obtained from the limits of integration b minus a by 2, and that is a common factor, and integral of this one is to be evaluated. So in Gauss quadrature, we can evaluate only this type of integrals, which are to be evaluated from minus 1 to plus 1. Whatever may be the given integral, whatever may be the limits of integration, it is to be modified, and that modification can be implemented like this. And once this is the integral to be evaluated, the Gauss quadrature formula in the most simple way, we can write it like this. This is the most simple form of writing the Gauss quadrature formula. b minus a by 2 is still here. Sigma I equal to 0 to n minus 1 RIF into YI. Here RI is a multiplication factor or a weight given to a particular value, multiplication factor, and y f yi, value of the function at the point yi. So we will be taking a number of points. What will be the number of n? It depends on how we are selecting the how many points we are selecting, what order we are selecting. Ri's are constants called weights, and yi's are the values of y where the function is to be computed. And n is the number of points for computing the function. This one we can decide. If n is 2, we will get a straight line. Approximation will be a straight line. And n is 3, it will be a quadratic function. Quadratic curve will be approximated. N is 4, we will be having a cubic curve. In that level, the effectiveness or the accuracy of the evaluation, accuracy of the integration will be better. And these parameters are having standard values. Standard values. And these standard values we can see. So if you are taking n equal to 2, we have 2 points. Each point will have same weightage of 1. And y, the values of y will be minus 0.5773503. So it means 0. We are integrating the function from minus 1 to plus 1. In between minus 0.577 and plus 0.577. These 2 points are introduced, and the value of the function at these points are computed. These are the values of fyi. This is the value of yi, that is minus 0.577. This is the value of yi. And the corresponding value of fi we can compute, and that is part of the curve. And in this approximation, this curve will be a straight line, since we are taking n equal to 2. And when you take n equal to 3, you will have 3 points. And these 3 points are in between the 2 limits, minus 1 and 1. So the points are minus 0.77 plus 0.77, then 0. So these 3 points we are again including into the solution procedure. And each point, this point will have a weightage of 0.555. This point will have a weightage of 0.888. Like this, different weightages are assigned. It is prefixed. Whenever we take 3, n is equal to 3. In Gauss quadrature, these are the predefined weightages. And when you are taking 4 as a value of n, we will have 4 points, and each point will have weightage as seen here. And this weightage R1 is multiplied by f of y1 and added with R2 f y2 plus like that. Whatever is explained out right now, it is available in my textbook, and it is available, say, from Flipkart. The hard copy is available, and from Amazon you may be able to get a Kindle edition. Okay, shall we stop? Okay, thank you.